Hello and welcome in another video. This is my police auction bought BMW E46. It has been sitting for 5 years. In previous video, we got the car suspension sorted out. We changed both tie rods, we changed front shocks, which was fun as one of the bolts snapped. We also got out one of the wheel bolts, which was completely rounded. And while there, we looked into how to adjust handbrake. Alright! One of the few last tasks remaining on this car for now is getting the headlights clear. They have been sitting for way too long and they look yellow and crap. I have not yet ever polished headlights, so it'll be an interesting process for me definitely, and I hope for you as well. First we'll try to sand it down. I'll try to do it by hand. I don't have the orbital sander thingy. I don't know what size of sandpaper to use. I will use 801. And as I mentioned already before, believe me when I say I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how much I need to sand with it. I hope that's enough. Now I will try a few passes with 1000 grit sandpaper. I believe you need to do all kinds of different passes, not only one way, because you can leave one-way scratches. I don't really know. I think that might be enough with 1000. Next one I have is 1500. I don't have any smaller grit sandpaper, and this is how it looks for me now. Okay, we can now try polishing. And this is my tool. It is cheapest polishing machine I could find, and the RPMs are of course from 0 to 4800. And I found this headlight polishing compound, which instructs to use 1000 to 1800 RPMs. So it means we'll probably use a speed setting 2. If we have 7 different kinds of settings, then 2 will be a little bit over 1000, 1500, somewhere like that. This is my first time using polishing machine. It should be fine. Apply the paste. I don't know how much. I don't know. I'll try something like this. I put it on a little bit on the lamp itself. So now we can try to polish it in there. Probably a lot of people will correct me here. Which is fine. I love learning this kind of stuff, so correct me if you can. I think that will do the trick. Some of that stuff is actually coming from within the lamp, because there are some spider nets in there and so on. But I think this will be good enough for me. It is definitely a million times better than it was before. And this is to give you a full comparison. What I just did and how it looked before. Actually managed to get the blinker out on that side. Looks good.
Justice.
Okay, the front now looks a million times better on this car. We are really close to finally doing everything we need for the car on the mechanical bits. The next part is changing oil on the car and doing some filters. I believe most of you guys probably know how to change oil in a car, and even if you don't, here is a really short version of how to do that. Okay, change oil, you will need to do this. this, 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 this. While that is doing that, you can do this, 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 this. And if the level is fine, then your oil change is done. Now let's just quickly change the filters. This is for the cabin filter. Some stuff lives here. New one goes in. And that's it. That's one filter change. Now for the engine air filter. Air filter should be in here. So I didn't film most of this. You need to take off this plastic. This screw, it's simple to reach when you take off this bit here, and another screw here, which is essentially behind the engine. Put in a new air filter and slide this back in place. Finally, everything mechanical on the car is done. I am 90% sure that when I go to the technical inspection, they will still find something. Most important part is that I have fixed everything that I could find, and I am confident in the car that I will not kill myself when driving it. So, the tires on this car were quite bold, so they won't work. Thus for now, we need to put on different tires. And this is what I have. Style, I believe 32 wheels, they are OEM. They are actually relatively, they are not rare, but they are not that common as well. These wheels will not stay on the car, I will put them on just for now. Before buying new tires, we need to test everything and so on. So let's put these on, see how they look, if they actually fit at all. Alright people, finally everything mechanical on this car is done. We need to remember that we still need to do an alignment on the car because we changed the tie rods, but of course I'm not going to do it myself because I don't have an alignment equipment. What else? We also need to do some deeper cleaning on the interior. I have not yet figured out how I will do that. Probably will rent some sort of equipment, or I might just buy it for myself and might have use also on other cars other times. But for now, we can finally take the car on its first test drive, see how it actually goes on the road. The steering will be off because we don't have an alignment on the car, but that's fine. We need to properly drive the car for a few kilometers so that we can see if maybe something else happens to it. Let's get in the car and do a quick drive. Sounds good. Okay, let's try to go on our first proper drive in this car. It feels weirdly underpowered. Definitely should have more kick to it. Okay, a light came on and it is coolant light. So actually do have coolant with me because for some reason I expected that this might happen. yeah, other than the coolant light and it being a little bit seemingly underpowered, the car is driving fine. Well, considering that the alignment is completely off. Well, we'll wash the car, take it home, see where we can go from there. Okay, car is washed. Still I can see that there is some dirt and stuff that's really stuck to the car, so probably will need a hand wash. But for now, let's get it home, wait for a daylight and plan how we are going to clean the car interior. Okay, the car is finally home. It does run, clean up fine, but after I washed the car, I did fill up with the coolant, and when I started to drive, the coolant level was fine and it quite quickly again showed the coolant light. Stay tuned for that in the next episode. But for now, this will be the end of the video. Definitely I learned a lot, especially about strip screws. So, hope you enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next video.